What if I told you that the President of the United States sleeps under gold ceilings, flies in a private Boeing jet with 24-karat gold seatbelt buckles, and runs his empire from a palm tree-lined palace in Florida while sipping Diet Coke from solid crystal glassware? No, this isn't a scene from a billionaire fantasy film. This is real life, and it's the world of Donald J. Trump, America's 47th president. Love him or loathe him, Trump has always blurred the line between billionaire celebrity and political heavyweight. He's a man who built his brand not just on business acumen, but on a lifestyle so extreme and luxurious that it became its own kind of mythology. Even as president, Trump never abandoned the opulence that defined him. In fact, he elevated it, transforming the presidency into something that looked more like the CEO role of a luxury empire than a traditional public office. While other leaders downplay their wealth or tuck it behind closed doors, Trump made his riches part of the performance. It wasn't enough to govern. He had to do it in gold-plated style. In this video, we're diving headfirst into the opulent world of Donald Trump. From the sky-high penthouse that gleams with gold in the middle of Manhattan to the tropical fortress of Mar-a-Lago, where decisions that shape the country are made over filet mignon and golf swings. We'll explore his private fleet of planes, his multi-million-dollar car collection, his sprawling golf resorts, and most importantly, the most powerful asset he owns, his own name. This is more than wealth. This is empire building at its most extravagant, and it's all happening under the American flag. For most, becoming president of the United States means adopting a more humble, understated lifestyle. Not for Trump. If anything, the White House was just another brand extension, a formal backdrop to a life already immersed in staggering luxury. Trump's Manhattan penthouse, perched atop the iconic Trump Tower, is where the story of his unapologetic opulence truly begins. The residence spans 30,000 square feet across 3 floors and is valued well above $100 million. As the elevator doors open, guests are greeted not by modern minimalism, but by gold, marble, and crystal in every direction. The walls are trimmed in 24-karat gold leaf. The floors are polished Italian marble. The ceilings are painted with Greek-style frescoes reminiscent of Renaissance palaces. Even the chandeliers look like they were borrowed from Versailles. This isn't just wealth, it's power, frozen in time and poured into every inch of real estate. Trump has held court here for decades, conducting interviews, entertaining foreign dignitaries, and even running parts of his presidential campaign with the skyline of Manhattan glowing through floor-to-ceiling windows behind him. It's his version of a royal palace, fused with New York bravado. But when Trump leaves the ground, he takes his luxury with him, literally. His private Boeing 757, famously dubbed Trump Force One, is a flying mansion worth an estimated $100 million. Purchased in 2010 and retrofitted to his taste, the jet is customized down to the last detail. The seatbelt buckles, 24-karat gold. The master bedroom, complete with a home theater system, a silk-covered sleeping area, and a marble-lined bathroom. Every leather seat is embroidered with the Trump family crest. For Trump, this plane wasn't just transportation. It was a flying advertisement for his brand. A message at 30,000 feet that power and luxury go hand in hand. This same sense of grandeur extends to his sprawling golf empire, which stretches across continents. Trump owns at least 17 golf courses, including some of the most prestigious and scenic courses in the world. There's the historic Trump Turnberry in Scotland, perched on a dramatic cliffside and upgraded with tens of millions of dollars to meet his exacting standards. There's Trump National Doral in Miami, a 700-acre property complete with 4 championship courses, luxury villas, and ballrooms large enough to host Fortune 500 galas. And then there's Trump National Bedminster in New Jersey, often referred to as Trump's weekend White House, an estate so private and fortified that it served as his presidential command post away from Washington. These aren't just places to play golf, they're strategic outposts of Trump's influence. They host weddings for the elite, political fundraisers, and meetings with global leaders. Each one is manicured like a garden, guarded like a fortress, and operated like a 5-star resort. Memberships can cost up to $350,000, and that's before annual dues and guest fees. And yet, they're always full. To Trump, golf isn't just a sport, it's a statement. By the midpoint of his first term, many began to realize that the most valuable thing Trump owns might not be his jet or his penthouse, but his name itself. Trump has become more than a brand. It's a billion-dollar signature. Over the years, he's licensed the name to real estate projects, luxury goods, airlines, water bottles, steaks, cologne, and even a now-defunct university. In many of these cases, Trump didn't own the business. He just sold the right to use his name, and that alone earned him hundreds of millions of dollars. Think about that for a moment. Imagine having your name so synonymous with wealth and success that people will pay millions just to put it on a building or a bottle. Trump's brand is so powerful, entire skyscrapers have risen around the world bearing his name, despite him having no financial stake in the properties. From Panama to Istanbul, from Vancouver to the Philippines, the Trump logo gleams in gold on towers housing the world's elite. Even now, during his second term as president, those licensing deals quietly add to his net worth behind the scenes. But luxury in Trump's world doesn't stop at buildings and jets. His love for fast cars, rare vehicles, and custom rides rivals that of any Hollywood A-lister. His car collection reads like a billionaire's fantasy garage. Rolls-Royce Phantoms for the city, a Lamborghini Diablo 5T Roadster for when he wants to turn heads, a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, sleek, powerful, and loud, just like the man himself. At one point, he even owned a golden chopper-style Harley-Davidson, fitted with custom leather and chrome. He's not a daily driver, but that's not the point. These cars are part of the image. Each one reflects a different facet of his personality, bold, luxurious, and entirely unapologetic. And then we arrive at the crown jewel, Mar-a-Lago. If Trump Tower is the temple and Trump Force One is the chariot, then Mar-a-Lago is the throne. Nestled on 20 acres in the heart of Palm Beach, Florida, Mar-a-Lago is more than just a private club. It's a fortress of wealth and political power. Built in the 1920s by heiress Marjorie Merriweather Post and acquired by Trump in 1985 for $10 million, the estate now carries a valuation north of $350 million. But even that price tag doesn't capture its true value. Mar-a-Lago is part Mediterranean villa, part presidential retreat, and part media stage. It has 128 rooms, a full-sized ballroom, multiple pools, and a private beach that stretches for miles. Inside, the halls are adorned with imported Spanish tiles, gilded mirrors, marble floors, and priceless antiques. It's like stepping into a European royal estate, only one where the president might walk past you in a golf shirt, waving to guests with a Diet Coke in hand. During both his terms in office, Mar-a-Lago has doubled as Trump's off-site headquarters. Here, he's hosted world leaders, conducted political strategy sessions, and even watched election results roll in from his Golden Cream living room. It's also where some of his biggest moments played out, like the launch of his 2024 campaign, surrounded by chandeliers and roaring applause. But Mar-a-Lago isn't just about politics. It's where Trump goes to live the life he's spent decades building. When he walks through its corridors, he isn't just a president. He's a mogul in his element, ruling over a private world of velvet, marble, and gold. Donald Trump doesn't hide his wealth behind closed doors. He broadcasts it. From the skyscrapers that bear his name to the clubs that charge six figures just to join, every facet of his life is engineered for spectacle. For him, luxury is more than comfort. It's messaging. It tells the world, I am not like you. I am bigger. I am bolder. I am Trump. As the 47th president of the United States, Trump's lifestyle doesn't retreat behind the scenes. It marches forward, louder than ever, challenging the conventions of power and redefining what it looks like when a billionaire sits in the Oval Office. Whether you see it as excess or genius branding, one thing is clear. Donald Trump has built not just a fortune, but a fortress of wealth that surrounds every move he makes. Now here's the real question. Does this luxury lifestyle empower his leadership or distract from it? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you were shocked by any of the gold-plated details or curious to know what really goes on behind the doors of Mar-a-Lago, make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell for more deep dives into wealth, power, and influence at the highest levels. This isn't just politics. This is presidential luxury, Trump style.